Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Friday to you. I'm just getting myself comfortable in my chair. My name is Jackie Vandersar Boot, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in both Canada and in Europe. And I have been on a scrapbooking rampage. I am loving it so much. It is bringing me so much joy and satisfaction and a feeling of accomplishment, and just, oh, it's wonderful. I honestly cannot overstate the fact. And today I want to show you something that I'm working on. It's a Newfoundland trip from 2 years ago. I went to visit a dear demonstrator friend, Kay, and her husband, Kevin, with Gerard, and it was our first time to Newfoundland, and it was a magical trip. And now that I'm putting the photos on pages, I'm reliving it all, and it's so wonderful. But take a look. Let's take a peek. Switch it over. Oh, goodness. Here? Okay, there we go. So this is the first page. Isn't that just so beautiful? And the June 2023, I did that because I messed up on my writing underneath, and then I remembered I had the stamp set from the month by month kit, and I know I'm going to use it a lot. It's such a perfect stamp set. It's so easy to use. It has a complete alphabet in capital letters, small letters, all the numbers. It has all the little signs for the different languages. It's really fantastic. And then it has another whole set with all little shapes and just amazing. However, I digress. So the kit comes with instructions. Now you can see for the first page I did what we're supposed to do, but for my second page I just have too many pictures. So let's take a look. And move this one out of the way, move that beauty away. And this is quite funny actually. Here's this one. And I just have the, like, it called for just three pictures. So of course I wanted the one with me and Kay, and then Gerard and I at Cape Spear. And this one matches perfectly, just coincidentally. But the funny thing is, it says, "Welcome to our neck of the woods. In this house we eat bacon." Gerard hates bacon. So quite funny. But you see, I also have, look, I have this picture and this one and this one. And then I can't do both of these, but I had these two as well. So this one is going to go somewhere else. This one fits when we were here, it was terrible weather. It was cold and rainy and so you take the flip flaps to the rescue. So what that is, it's a little pocket page, a little thing for photos, and it's got a little sticky strip on the back. Now I have to say I often get discombobulated with how to do it, but ideally, and I did one wrong. I did one already, and where did I put it? I think it's already on a page. Oh no, it's here. No, yeah, no. Sorry, crazy squirrel. But the most important thing is that you first put it on the mat, and you just, here, I'm just gonna peel it off. Okay, good, there it is. And there it is. Now, I don't know how it worked the other way. I'm fine with this, okay. So lay it down, and actually I think maybe I'll put the photo on first so that you can see better. You can see the lines better. So I'm just propping this up. So we'll actually do, yeah, we'll do this one. So that one, I'm still thinking, is that the right way to do it? Yeah. There's different ways, okay? So that's why I'm talking to myself a little bit. So that's going to be the photo at the bottom. Although, you know what? I kind of wanted that photo to be the one on the top. Well, you know what? It's going to be here. Doesn't matter. There we go. Now, I've got this one, and it's got the sticky. So we're just going to lay that on top. I kind of made a mess there. And even it out. And then you'll see the little stitching at the bottom. And there's a fold here, so it makes it quite easy. Just push the paper right up to the fold, and then push down. And then it's good to go. And then look, that flips up. So this is going to go here, and then this one, with us all looking funny, is going to go, it's going to go like this. So I always do it upside down. It has to go the other way like this. And I've got a feel for the opening. The opening's on this side. Okay, that works. And I can see what I'm doing. There. It's not as hard as I'm making it look. So this is going to now be the one on the front, which is fine. There, see? So we've got the two pictures, and now we have room for a third. We're going to put one in behind here. And which one shall that one be? I think we can do this one here. Oh yeah, and it's going to go in like this and upside down because it's going to get flipped. Let's see if I did it right. I did it right. Okay, perfect. So that's going to go here, and now the one from Gerard. And I like this one on the top. See, if I look at all three pictures, they're all of nature. This one is not of nature. So it's going to be underneath, and that's okay. And I think this happened in the town of Dildo, which is so funny. So we're going to put this one on the mat. Okay. This time I'm going to see if I can do it a little bit more clearly without freaking out. But, you know, I'm hoping that you relate a little bit to my freak out moments, because I'm sure you're going to have it too. So, and I guess it makes you think that, you know, Jackie's been doing this for a while. Now, I have not been doing the flip flaps for a while, but I still struggle too, you know. It's not always, doesn't always go perfectly the first time. And usually there's a workaround. And I have found when I've put these on wrong, you can peel them off. Okay, so that's really good to know. Probably not the day after, but the day of you certainly can. So I'm going to take this off. Oh yeah, that works too. See, so now, so I've done it now both ways. Some camps have it that they like to have it opening on the front so they can get their pictures in. And other people like to have the opening on the back because they think then the photos won't fall out. So for some reason, I don't know what I've done, but I've got it now on the back. So that's good. So I'm laying this on and then folding it over. Oh, but guess what? Oh, I get it. So when I do this, it's going to be, it's not stuck to the back of this. It's going to be stuck to the bottom of the page. Okay, so I have to decide where it's going to go. I'm just going to lay these out a little bit better now. So this one's going to go here. And that one's going to go here. So the flip-flops can't interfere with each other. That's the thing. And I don't think that this has to... Do they have to do that? Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to have to put that one down. So let's put this one away for a minute. So you're definitely getting involved in the process of how the page comes together. So now you know there's two ways to put the flip-flops on. One is that it's attached to the mat, and then you have the opening on the front. So I'm just clarifying. So now it's attached to the mat. You can see it. Oh, it's hard. There you go. It's attached to the mat. If you want the opening of your photo thing, your flip-flap, to be on the back so that there's no way your pictures can fall out, then you want to stick your flip-flap to your page. Okay? So my brain has figured it out. This one has a fairly big mat. So the mat is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and the picture is supposed to be 3 by 4, but sometimes it's not perfect. So that one's going to go about here because there's going to be a thing here. Okay, let me just lay this again to see how I want it to go. This was going to go over top a little bit. Yeah, okay. Let's lay this here again. Let's put this down. And then this, I have to make a cover page yet for my Newfoundland trip. I have some leftovers, so that's cool. And I'll show you the other pages. I'm just going to center this a little bit, like so. They call that common margins. And now we're going to take this guy and we're going to, let's see, that one's going to go here. We don't want the flip-flops too close to each other. And I'm looking at my grids to make sure I'm doing it straight. Okay, there we go. So now I can put this down here. You can see I've just done my face. I still have a little bit of makeup on my fingers. I thought I washed my hands, but you know how it is. That makeup is strong, which is good because that's what I need. All right, so I'm going to just push it this way a little bit so that I can see where it ends. This is definitely the trickier way to do it, I would say. And I'm going down a little bit to give it a little wiggle room. There. Okay. So now we have this down. This is the picture that I wanted in front, and now this is on the back. So let me see. I always do this upside down. Let's see if I did it upside down. I did it upside down. I am really not a directional person. And then it's really hard to get it out. See, and now I have to... You can see, guys, the struggle is real. So get your fingers in there. Think about it hard. So it has to go in. It's got to be like that. So let's see. And now I'm getting like dirty fingers all over my... I did it. Okay, super. But now I still need one more. This one is going to go, oh, that's pretty easy. It just goes in like this. Okay, so you see, though, you've got one spot and you've got 3 pictures. And you could put another flip flap on top so that you could get like 6, a little mini album. So there's one. And now I'm going to put this one down here. And yeah, then we have some stuff. And this actually was supposed to go on. Oh, look at that. I could still make it work. Like so, and then there's another one like this. See, that's gonna go. Oh, this is great. I never put my glue right to the edge, and that certainly is helping me now. And I don't have to do it perfectly because look, like it shows it differently here. Doesn't matter. This is gonna go, but see, this arrow on the thing says love. I don't want love because Kevin and Gerard get along, but they don't love each other. So we're going to do explore. See, that was in there too. So that's perfect. And then we have another one that says the great outdoors. I'm just doing this because I have to know where I'm going to put this. And this is going to go right here underneath like so. See, so that has to go on before I put the flip flap on. And then here we have this. See, and I don't want to cover my picture here, so I'm just going to move it like so. I might pop that one up. And then there's a little star, like so. How cute is that? And then on this side, there's a couple of little banners too. And these were all in the kit, okay? That's the beautiful thing about this. Here. So that's going to go here and here. You see how nice this page is becoming? And then I have one sticker yet. I'm going to find that, okay? 1 second. So we also have this is going to be a little photo box, and it actually goes over top. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that like that, but I think that does look good actually. And then we have this sticker. It says, time is precious, might waste it wisely. And that's going to go under here. And this still has a little journaling spot too, right like this. And it goes all the way under here. So now I know I could put this piece down because I have everything else going. And this was actually tucked underneath the green piece. So let me just, yeah. And it's going over top. So I'm just going to slide this under. Well, it's a little tricky. I just want to make sure it's not crooked. I'm just going to lay it down loosely. So there we have our page, and my internet is getting yucky again, and I see that my picture is not sharp. It's unfortunate. Okay, the other thing is, I just noticed that in the sample, this arrow goes on top of the page, but I'm not going to do that because it's a flipper. So I could do it here and put it on the bottom part. So that's cool. Or I can take it all the way off like this, and then you can see it. I think maybe I'll do that. Okay, so the purpose was just to show you how to make the flip flaps, and I've done that now. So now I'm just going to glue it all together, and I'll show you all the pages in a minute. Well, look at that. The page is finished. My flip flaps work. And then I can show you, I suppose I should. I'm just going to show you all the pages. So here's page 1. And you know what? It's just, okay, that's better. So page 1, page 2, And then here is page 3. It's just a fantastic page set, and it's called Weekend Adventures, and we're going to be doing this at a scrapbooking retreat in Chatham. But you can also just order the kit from me anywhere in Europe or Canada. And here's the other one. And here I also did a flip flap. So they also come in 6x6 because I had too many pictures. And then the last page is, I totally went off the grid for this one because I had so many pictures. And this one only had one picture on it here. So I did 5 pictures. And then on this one also, it was supposed to have only 2 pictures. And I changed them up a little bit. And then I made a strip of little pictures. And because the eye kind of goes this way, it works. Because usually you don't put little pictures at the bottom, but with my journaling box, it's good. So let me grab a page protector and I'll show you how to cut the slits. So I'm going to show you with this one, then I only have to do one. I'm going to slide it into the page, and this page is going to be on the left-hand side. So I'm sliding it in. And this is where it's going to go. So I'm just going to grab a pencil, which is right here. And I'm going to mark just above the corner, right here, a circle. I'm pressing hard. And then here, the pencil's really not going to make a pencil mark, but it is going to make an indent on my piece of paper. Okay, and then we're going to take a piece of chipboard. So this chipboard just comes in behind your pattern paper, sometimes in kits. Just save it, okay? Open up the page protector. And now here you can see the 2 dots. So I'm going to take my ruler across the 2 dots. And I'm going to cut. And what I'm going to do is take my scissors. You could use an X-Acto knife. I'm going to stand up. And here and here. Okay. And then I'm just going to press. And there we go. There's my cut. Now I'm going to take this out. Now, when I did the retreat with the month by month, they cut a flap, they cut like this, but I want to do it differently. I only want one slit. It makes it a little trickier. I'm going to turn it sideways. And now I'm going to put my page protector up. Let's see. I'm going to slip again. And then as we go down, oh yeah, that didn't work so well. I'm just going to do it like this. Here, there's always a way. There. So here's my page protector. And up it goes. See? So it's just wonderful. Some people stick them on top of their page protector, but I think that's too loose and floppy. So don't do that. Just cut a slit. And you know, you notice that I was pretty loosey-goosey about it, but if you wanted to, you could line it up on your grid paper to make sure you were doing it straight. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you get on the scrapbooking train because honestly, it is so rewarding. Stampin' Up! Makes it so easy. Maybe next week, I'm not sure if I have time next week, I can also show you an alternative, and that's just with pocket pages. Super easy. No cutting, gluing, or anything, but this is a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and share with your friends because sharing is caring and it makes such a difference in my business. I also love to read your comments and to hear where you are from. It creates a wonderful sense of community, not just with me, but also amongst all of you who are following my page and my channel. Thank you. Bye.